Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurtihani Abdul Malik. First, welcome and thank you to the judges and audience for taking the time of your busy schedule to be with us today. We appreciate it so much. Thank you very much again. And second, I would like to further my gratitude to everyone who helping me completing this study, especially to my one and only supervisor, Assistant Professor Dr. Hazan Nurhaza Majani, for her amazing insights and sincere support throughout this study. Okay, why am I here today? Well, first, this is part of my requirements to pass the subject this semester, but even so, actually I'm quite excited to share what I've been studying and learning in the past few months. So the topic I've chosen was community garden as shared communal space for community coexistence in Perumahan Jebaka Pantai, Tempat Kelantan. So before we start with the aim and objectives for the study, first I want us to refresh together the concept of community and what kind of context I'm using here, because community is a very broad concept and the most important thing I want is for you to get clear message from this presentation. So bear a little bit with me talking and let's not waste time. Okay, so community as cumulative individuals, they have important role in regulating how the world works. So community empowerment has potentials to be tool for better life quality. But even so, community members lacking engagement with each other, they tend to have less sense of community, thus making them fragile for many community problems. For example, like not feeling belong to the place or community, and then not feeling safe in the community, these kind of things. And you may be thinking, how does garden come into the frame? Well, my friends, green spaces have been studied to bridge people together, and community garden is a long-existed concept where the initiative began with the thought to complement or to serve the collective needs of community members, which is to access affordable and healthy food. And then in Malaysia, back in 2014, Department of Agriculture, they actually has officially introduced urban farming program. And after 1 year, as we can see here, there are more than 60,000 participants from 2,000 locations in Malaysia have been recorded to involve in the program. So seeing these big numbers, we can understand that communities in Malaysia, they are interested with the initiative, they are interested with the program. But however, from a research done in 2019 by this brother Tajuddin and his friends, there are certain constraints that have been found to be in the way of ensuring the effectivity of community garden implementation, such as knowledge and skills, behavior of the community members, gravity of the authority involvement, money capital, just to name some. So this research is to address the gap of knowledge in creating a successful community garden as communal space. Okay, once we saw the constraints, we need to understand that is it worth to be addressed? Well, from the literature review, I understand that the role of community garden has broadened across the time. It started with the community members are threatened by food security. However, this day the role of community garden is more than that. As we are able to see here, I can see the importance of community garden in three spectrums. First is economy, environment, also social. And then I was like, okay, let's go deeper and see what kind of practice there are for community garden. Well, here it gets a little bit tricky because there are many ways to see the type of practice. But for this research, I decided to see from non-profit oriented and profit oriented community gardens and compare them. So in Malaysia, non-profit oriented community garden is mainly found, and this type focuses to alleviate food security problem by the community involvement. In this case, it is lacking monetary value as the motivation. People don't exactly work for money, they just want to have their own community. So the good thing about this is it creates social values for the community garden. How? Well, people are working on voluntary basis, right? So they are working for their own community, right? No one is forcing, and they are free to choose. So this subconsciously gives a sense of value that they are working to empower their own community. This perception is known as expectancy theory in psychology, where the expectancies motivate their behavior to move towards the expectation. It's pretty cool, right? But unfortunately, this is also the drawbacks for non-profit community garden, because in order for it to work, it is highly dependent on the awareness and willingness of the community members. And next, we have a profit-oriented community garden. This is in reference to the model of community-supported agriculture, where a form of subscription plan is made for the consumer. So just imagine the traditional subscription plan for magazine where the readers prepay certain amount of money to receive a copy of magazine every month at their doorstep. The same thing is applied, but with the harvested product as the subscription. Since this is a subscription plan, the payment is made in advance, right? So this model helps to secure the financial and cash flow of the garden, thus making the management and planning of the garden much more easier. However, the drawbacks from the existing practice of this is that consumers are limited to local species as well as limited options according to the season. This is talking about what kind of vegetable they will get. And then now we have understand some elements of community garden and also the community itself, so it's time to have aim for the study. So the aim is to evaluate the criteria of a successful community garden as a shared communal space for community to coexist in Perumahan Jebakar Pantai, Tumpak Kelantan. And then we have 3 objectives to follow up with the aim, which first is to identify the criteria of a successful community garden as a shared communal space for communities to coexist, and then to evaluate the community willingness to cooperate in creating a community garden at Perumahan Jebakar Pantai. And then we would like to come up with recommendation. We want to recommend guidelines for a community garden as a shared communal space for communities to coexist. And then document analysis and semi-structured interviews are seen to be best fit to achieve the objective. So semi-structured interview have been conducted at Perumahan Jebakar Pantai, and why Perumahan Jebakar Pantai was chosen because of its residential type, which is terrace housing with shared communal space. So as we can see here, there are few empty spaces observed in the locality. And in choosing respondents, several criteria have been made prior to the interviews in order to get comprehensive answer, which is significantly important to complement second and third objectives. And then what I found was that half of the respondents thought the community they live in are not in sync in terms of opinions. And when asked about community garden, all of them are new to the concept. However, after a little explanation and examples, they can easily visualize and give opinions about community gardens. So in terms of expectation, the aspect highlighted by the respondent focus on social and economic benefits. The respondents see the community gardens as a recreational and community engagement place. They see that it can promote the sense of teamwork and connect community members with the same interest. And the economic expectation, it can go two ways as we can see here. First is the expense reduction, and second is the additional income. And in conclusion, to create a good community garden, expectations and needs of community members need to be taken into consideration. So why? Because it will create relevant reasons and motivations for the community members to get involved with the activity in community garden. So active involvement will ensure the sustainability of the garden for long term. So when planning for community garden, the authorized party are recommended to understand what kind of needs the community members need. And then it may differ from one community to another, so it is suggested at this phase to involve the community members in decision-making process, and as well as to give them relevant and proper training. It is also recommended that open relationship is established between the relevant professionals like MADI or FAMA and community members, so the community can reach the professionals in case they need advice in terms of community garden management or problem solution recommendation. And another suggestion is that to follow up with the established community garden and review their well-being, as well as analyzing the weaknesses and strengths for future improvement. Meanwhile, design-wise, the orientation of the community garden must not promote segregation, as community consists of different age group of people. The spatial regulation also need to be taken into consideration, where it has to be legible enough for community members to navigate themselves, and it is also recommended to be creative in terms of space programming, where new activity can be added anytime as part of community garden in order to increase the garden products and also garden profits. In Islam, Muslims must live in sustainable lifestyle where harmonious life is sustained without causing corruption. Working towards creating good communal space is considered public service done where the goal is to bring people together in a sustainable way. And yeah, I think that is all from me. Thank you very much for listening, and yeah, have a nice day.